Palma. Oh,
Oh,
Palma. That's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game. To Del Fuentes.
oh wow.
Ilagan makes the shot and knocks it down. Maloria is open. 3-point.
Face a jumper by Robin Celis.
Caballero has time.
Now it gets started also. Turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness.
After a thrilling finish to our first game, we had another good one dito sa ating pangalawang laro sa Batangas City Sports Coliseum. Joseph Sidorifa preparing for their home game this weekend, but they are also gunning for another victory against Mark Dyke and the rest of the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. The Cowboys on a mission to continue that good form in their last game against Manila, and they go up against the Tamaraws of Mindoro dito sa ating second game. Magandang gabi mga kaliga. Si Dav Tupas kasama si Mike Perez. Mika Abisamis will be joining us later on, and Coach Mike, very important game. Pero bago dyan, magbabati natin ang mga nanonood sa atin sa Facebook and on YouTube, and we're also live on Solar Sports every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And as we mentioned, this is an important game for both teams, particularly with their records right now. 8-8 ang Mindoro, 7-7 itong Ilagan.
Yeah, Ilagan and Mindoro really wanting to go up a higher notch dito sa kanilang respective divisions.
Well, two teams with solid rosters, no? Formidable rosters, pero syempre hindi pa nila makuha yung yung winning streak ba na hinahanap nila that will vault them closer to the leaders sa ating liga ngayon, no? And syempre, let's bring in our courtside reporter Mika Abisamis, who was very busy before the start of this game. Mika, kamusta yung dalawang coaches natin? Kamusta yung dalawang kupunan natin going into this matchup?
Alam mo, bagong ang lahat sa Delph, Coach Mike, excited ako tuwing nandito tayo sa Batangas kasi excited ako kumain ng lomi. At ngayon, meron pa tayong dessert, this exciting ball game between Mindoro and Ilagan para dito kay Coach Benji Teodoro. Sabi niya, Mika, pag tinignan mo yung lineup natin, makikita mo naman na puro veterano, puro experienced players. Kaya hindi daw siya masyado nag-focus sa skills nila or kung alam ba nila yung sistema. Ang focus nila this week was to get more chemistry. Kaya naman, nag-outing sila sa Mindoro. Meron the water sports, merong swimming competition. At maya-maya, ikukwento ko sa inyo ang mga resulta ng mga yan. Pero para naman dito kay Coach Louie Gonzalez, nabanggit mo nga kanina sa Delph, ang sitwasyon nila ay win, loss, win, loss, win. Sabi niya, I wanna break this, gusto ko magkaroon ng winning streak. At syempre, he was happy naman with their performance against Manila, specifically yung frontline niya, etong si Giab and si Mark Dyke. Pero daw, pag backcourt ang pag-uusapan, sabi niya, laban ako dyan, Mika. I think my backcourt, sila lahat ay best versions of themselves. At may madadagdag pa dyan na surprise, dito pagdating ng window. Kaya naman, I think the Cowboys are ready for the race to the playoffs. Si Delph and Coach Mike.
Thank you so much, Mika. And the race for the playoffs is ongoing at the moment. And we go to the team standings right now. And it's important that we point out itong team standings natin because ang records itong teams natin, it depends also kung ilan ang players na makukuha nila in the window. And we will explain that later on. Ilagan Isabela, 7-7 so far. They're number 9 in this very tough North Division. And they need to rack up some wins to move up to a better position there in that very, very tough North Division.
Yeah, I agree.
Sa kabila naman, Mindoro at number 8 at the moment, just behind Batangas, Rizal, and Binyan. So they're all right there. It's getting very tight, extremely tight. Dito ang race natin for the playoffs.
Dikit yung mga teams na yan, and it especially matters with the result of today's games for Mindoro and also for Batangas.
And syempre, Mindoro in their last game, they prevailed over Sarangani. Another strong performance from Mindoro. And this team, when they are, clicking, they're very difficult to beat.
Oo, totoo. And you saw that in the third quarter, lalo na when they made that big 13-point run to start it off en route to that win. Bam Gamalinda had a near double-double with 11 points and 8 rebounds. They were led actually by Wendell Comboy, 17, who was 5 out of 8 from threes. They shot really well from 3. They controlled the boards. and the bench was pretty much a big help. They got 30 of the 47 bench points from the 12 points of RJ, and Cedrifa's 18.
And 79-65 natapos ang game na yan. And of course, Mindoro wants to go on a winning streak here. And syempre, in anticipation of their home game this weekend. Ilagan naman in their last game was a show of force para sa kanila as they took on the Manila Batang Quiapo, 123-87. They had 73 points in the first two quarters. Then this really allowed the rest of the Cowboys to join in and really just showcase what they've been working on throughout the season. You know, 56% shooting. Mark Dyke was tremendous in this game. A double-double, 23 points and 13 boards para kay Mark.
Yeah, another guy that was in double-double was Josh Giab, who had 13 points and 10 rebounds as well. But the 3 of 5 shooting by Sean Bautista, how about that for 11 points? And you said it, Mark Dyke was 3 out of 5 from 3. And that was pretty good.
Career high para kay Sean Bautista, and that serves him well. You know, this homegrown player trying to make his mark in his first season dito sa Liga Nabat Pilipino. And let's bring in Richard Tampos for the starting lineups. It's Ilagan Isabela against Mindoro.
MPBL. Here are the starters. Let's begin with Mindoro Tamaraos. Playing center number 27, Jonas Tibayan. At forward number 24, Ashen Andrews. Guard number 3, Ino Comboy. Point guard number 5, playing assistant coach, Axel Inigo. And at forward number 6, Riego Bam Bam Camalinda. The head coach is Benji Judoro, assisted by Kim Cinco. Playing assistant coaches Ken Bono and Joseph Sedorifa with JC Libunao. Team manager Sandra Norte. Team owner is Paula Oriental Mindoro Honorable Mayor Jennifer Ina Alegre Cruz. Now for Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. At forward number 5, Josh Giab. Shooting guard number 6, McCoy Marcos. Small forward number 29, Alan Mina. Point guard number 18, Philip Manalang. Playing center number 15, Alan Santos. Their head coach is Louis Gonzalez. His assistants are Mixon Ramos, Eric De La Cuesta, Ans Robles, Alex Calweng, and Edel Tacorda. Coaching consultant Glenn Capascio, team managers Vice Mayor Jabe Diaz, board member EJ Diaz, and Joji Fournier. Team governors.
Starting 5 is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. One of those mid-season matchups that are really interesting considering where these two teams are in the standings. Axel Inigo, Ino Comboy, Jonas Tibayan, Ashen Andrews, and Bam Bam Gamalinda for Mindoro. Para naman sa Ilagan, Isabela, Philip Manalang, Alan Santos, Makoy Marcos, Alan Mina, and Josh Gia.
Well, not only that, is yung contrasting ways of play sa nitong dalawang teams na to. Yung Mindoro loves to take a lot of threes, samantalang ito namang Ilagan, pretty much more on the second chance opportunities and assists.
And also, their stifling defense.
Right.
The Cowboys, Alan Mina fires a 3. Mintis ang unang attempt. Ball is loose, picked up by Makoy Marcos. Alan Santos could not handle it. Manala comes up with the steal. It's a 3-on-1. Giab inside. That's Makoy for 2.
Yeah, selfish play. Pretty much kung paano naglalaro itong Ilagan Cowboys.
And they play extremely hard as well on the defensive side.
Agree.
Very unforgiving. No nonsense. Itong Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Gamalinda fires. No. Manalang comes up with a rebound. 11 assists in the last game for Philip. McCoy, shot fake. Inside, Giab, 2 points.
Wow. Impressive start by Ilagan. You talked about very forceful starts, lalo na on the defensive side. But how about the execution on the offensive end?
4-0 for the Cowboys. Tibayan goes to Ino Comboy. Binabantayan ni Allen Mina. And Allen Mina pumped up early on, forcing that turnover on Ino Comboy.
Clearly, that's just understanding the player right in front of you. Alam nila madalas tumitira ng tres itong si Ino Comboy. And the other guys, even off-ball, talagang nakagwardya itong Ilagan Cowboys.
They go down low. Giab was looking for Mina. It ends up as a turnover. Inigo finds the door shut by Manalang. Tibayan for 3. No. Philip pushing. Manalang down the middle, taken away by Axel Inigo. Axel, the bounce pass. Gamalinda fouled hard by Alan Santos. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, curiously, gusto kong makita kung paano rin mag-respond all game long itong Mindoro sa depensa ng Ilagan. Alam naman natin yun na grabe dumepensa itong Ilagan.
The counter fast break sa kabila. Off that steal. Bam Bam Gamalinda is fouled hard by Alan Santos. The veteran Bam Bam Gamalinda, 10 points, 5.5 rebounds per ball game, 65% at the line. You know, may mga players talaga that even, kahit veterano na, medyo mahaba-haba na yung career, still making an impact. And one of them is Bam Bam Gamalinda. As we take a look at the mayor there for Ina Cruz here.
Totoo yan. Si Bam Gamalinda, pretty much 6 games that he played was in double digits. And so, alam mo kaya pang umiscore and the experience that he brings para dito sa Mindoro.
And Makoy Marcos missing. Comboy uses the Tibayan pick. Jonas, the extra pass. Bam Bam. In and out. Alan Santos with the rebound. Philip. Giab wants that ball against Gamalinda. Josh, it's an offensive foul on Giab. His second turnover.
And that ball feed inside to Josh Giab being guarded by Bam Gamalinda just really shows Coach Louis' trust in the post-up game of itong Josh Giab. Of course, si Bam Gamalinda, one of the better post defenders you have here in the league.
It's 4-2. Comboy. The runner from Ino, so smooth.
And Comboy really mixing it up a little bit. Understanding na ginagwardyahan siya sa tres. Subukan muna niya
Allen Mina, beautiful sidestep for the bucket.
Pace parang more on the side of Ilagan right now.
Yes.
This is as quick as they want to be. But Mindoro responding well here. Question lang naman dito, how much more can you sustain it all game long, lalo na with a lot of energy from the Cowboys. Philip is down.
Yeah, he's hurt.
He's holding onto his left arm or left shoulder.
Official's timeout right here. Gamalinda and Alan Santos talking to each other. Alan walks away.
And he has to, because he's just too important a player in the rotation of Coach Louis, especially that middle of the lane. Because after him, it really is more of Ando and Josh Giab that will play their bigs. And the thing about Ilagan, ang dami pa mga defensive players na nandun pa sa bench right now. You have Oligario, you have Galliano.
Yeah. So Mark Dyke even.
Mark Dyke, right.
Mina misses the 3. Agawan sa rebound. Good battle there, won by Ashon Andrews. Pinapahirapan ni Makoy Marcos to get it across. Andrews finally gets it across, finds Tibayan, and Tibayan powers through. Possible 3-point play opportunity para kay Tibayan.
Wow, Jonas Tibayan. About that pass from Ashton Andrews and really just staying active. Got that one from Alan Santos, was still able to sneak it in and finish underneath. Well, it's a good sight to actually see Jonas Tibayan scoring there because he's been on a scoring slump lately. 10 points per game in the first 5 games, but he's 4 points in the last 8 games. So you want him to come back to who he really was, a scoring Jonas Tibayan outside of rebounding.
Giab, 11 seconds. Giab inside. Josh Giab.
He's taking on that challenge against Bam Gamalinda. And Bam Gamalinda giving a nod, acknowledging yung effort din ni Josh Giab.
Alan Mina with a steal. Recovered by Andrews. Tibayan puts the ball on the deck. That's a tough layup. Hindi pumasok. And a foul on Inigo.
Yeah, not really a good shot selection for Jonas Tibayan right there. Moving with the ball on your 2 feet. I'm sure he could have gotten off a better shot attempt than that one. Pero naka-ano rin kasi, naka-attach yung depensa, hindi niya maiwan eh.
We're tied at 8. Santos to Joshua Ramirez. Mina, he'll fire a 3. Book it!
Yeah.
Para kay Alan Mina.
Love that offensive set for Ilagan.
That's a 2-pointer for Alan Mina. A foot on the line.
Well set up though.
Yeah, 10 to 8. Inigo fires. He could not convert. And a foul on Philip Manalan trying to box out. Ito si Ashton Andrews.
Pero kung ikaw si Coach Louie, magugustuhan mo yung effort na yun ni,
And they will challenge.
ni Philip. Yeah, he had to battle it out against Ashton in that rebound play.
The White Tamarao coming in. And Coach Louie is challenging the call. Our crew, Steph Pingon, Mike Kinay, Edwin Bubos, and Richard Carpio. We will be right back.
The challenge made by Ilagan Isabela is unsuccessful. Foul committed by Philip Manalang.
So, unsuccessful challenge for Coach Louie Gonzalez. He will not have a challenge anymore. And yung kaliwang kamay ni Philip, yun yung nakita ng ating mga officials.
Oh, it wasn't really the body box out, really that extended arm.
Ken Bono coming in, and actually Inigo with a tip-in. 10-all ang ating score. Alan Santos, jumper, won't go. Gamalinda with a rebound. Now with Axel Inigo. Bono, he'll fire a 3. Good!
You pretty much know that Axel's gonna set up that triple for Ken Bono. Each and every time you get him on a high ball screen, he's gonna pick and pop.
Pass behind Mina. 13 to 10. Mina will pull up. Short. Here comes Mindoro. Inigo, 3 in transition, and he puts it in. 6-point lead for the Tamaraos.
And the arrows are out. Couple of plays that Axel Inigo makes good decisions. One on that pick and pop with Ken. Now he's 3.
That ball poked away by Inigo.
And Axel's all pumped up. Past 3 possessions, he's been very active on both ends.
5 points now para kay Inigo. 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Ito yung pangalawa, yung 3-pointer naman ni Axel Inigo. So a couple of quick ones from the trifecta.
Oo. Alam mo ba si initials ni Ken Bono?
Ano?
KKB.
Ganun ba?
KKB. Carl Kenneth Bono.
Oh, okay. So pag lumalabas kayo,
Hindi, ano yun? Hindi KKB.
and kaya niya.
Ramirez to Ketevis. Too strong on the 3. Rebound nakuha ni Comboy.
KKB pa rin.
KKB.
Kay Ken ang bill.
Pwede. Ray Bienes. Comboy fires. That's off the mark. Ketevis on the move. Gets it to Josh Ramirez. Hindi pumasok ang Tres Ketevis. The offensive rebound and a stick back para kay SQ.
Oh, Sean, pretty much, more of rebounds and assists ang nilalaro palagi nito ni Sean. You always count on him when it comes to that.
Kick ball. 16 to 12. RJ Ramirez, Ethan Gala come in para dito kay Comboy tsaka kay Inigo.
Ramdam mo rin yung lalim ng rotation ni
Yes.
Coach JC. You bring out these two guys, Ethan and RJ. Bigat yan.
Coach Angie Tudoro. That's Philip Panyamogan and Levi Hernandez and Kenneth Igalo preparing for the third game. Bono looking for a teammate. Binigay kay RJ Ramirez. Sedorifa pulls the trigger. And Mark Dyke secures the rebound. Gab Gomez on the move. Waits for Dyke. Dyke steps into this three-pointer. That won't go. Nagawan sa rebound. That's a foul on RJ Ramirez. Trying to box out. Ito si Sean Ketevis.
Yeah, minsan easier said than done yung pag-box out kay Sean. One might say mid-size lang, pero lakas ng katawan pagdating sa box out.
And Ken Bono doing some back-to-back nights yan. Ken Bono.
Oo nga, ano?
Best player yan kagabi para sa kanyang high school alumni team.
Nice ball movement.
Dyke from the corner. A three! Para kay Mark Dyke.
And Mark Dyke following up that 3 of 5 shooting from 3 in their last game against the Manila.
A good pass to Bienes. Sedorifa up against Dyke. There's a mismatch somewhere. It's on Bono. Sedorifa hits!
Oh, wow.
There's some certified gunners on the sa mga teams natin na naglalaro ngayon.
Oh, what is Sedorifa? 6 of 8 yan last game sa kanyang 3-point attempt. And pretty much solid release si Joseph.
Mostly yung power ng tira niya is on the wrist.
That's why he's a 42% 3-point shooter. Their top 3-point shooter actually in terms of percentage.
And also, I think with made threes, siya din siguro yung lamang sila ni Ino Combo.
Yeah.
RJ pulls up. That won't go. Rebound ni Mark Dyke.
He's actually second to Ino Comboy at 2.6. Ino's 3.3 per game.
Ramirez inside. The cut from Dyke. The kick out. Gomez, a three. No.
Oh, yeah.
And a loose ball foul. They're getting good looks, the Cowboys.
Agree. At saka yung mga 3-point shooters like, Gomez, he can hit it from there. He was unchallenged, so you have to take it.
The ball movement has been crisp, but it feels a bit rushed as well.
Yeah. Yes. May mga instances na pwedeng may isa pang look. But the important thing is you got that ball movement going.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Ken Bono. Gusto ko sabihin yung previous game niya, pero yung previous game niya kasi yung kagabi. 26 points and 13 rebounds.
Last night. Malay mo, baka doblehin na naman yan dito. Baka bumawi.
For Wasong. against Xavier
Mhm.
in the 40 uphill Chai League.
Malayo sa numero niya dito.
Giteves misfires. 21-15. Sedorifa down low. Bienes carving space. The double team comes. And it's last touch on. It looks like Sedorifa, but the call is. And a referee was in there.
Mhm. And they're saying it stays.
Oh, it stays with Mindoro.
Pero grabe yung dinepensa ng ano doon, Mindoro. See that? Two guys underneath.
Oo. What's the call here? Are we reviewing? Because wala nang challenge ang Ilagan.
Yeah. They're reviewing this.
I think
The clock.
the clock. They're trying to fix the clock. Okay. May problema yung ating game clock here in the venue. And I think we will continue.
Nagkaroon ng opportunity mag-huddle both teams.
Oo.
And that lull.
Also a chance here for Ilagan to bring in J.R. Olegario for Joshua Ramirez.
And hopefully, maybe with Olegario coming in to try and finish strong this first quarter.
We will be right back after this technical issues right here in the venue. So, babalik kami.
In-house maintenance. .9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Mindoro with a baseline inbound. 14 seconds to shoot.
Fresh 14 para sa kanila. Ethan Galang now with RJ Ramirez. Sedorifa, quick release. Atong go. Bienes still short. Olegario on the move. Waits for Gab Gomez. Olegario drives middle. Looking for Giteves. JR gets it back. Corner three, won't go. Takbo ang Mindoro. Sedorifa, the no-look pass to RJ Ramirez.
Well, that's exactly what you were mentioning kanina. May mga pasa pero nagmamadali sa tira itong Ilagan. Another hurried shot by JR Olegario that time.
Gomez with 8 seconds to work with. Quiteves will fire a 3. He'll get the bounce, Sean Quiteves. A nice way to close out the first period. 5 points for SQ. But Mindoro still in command, 23-18. This game played at a frenetic pace, Coach Mike.
Oo, simula pa lang, ramdam mo na yung energy sa opensa at depensa nitong dalawang teams na to. But the 3-point makes in succession for Mindoro, that one by Axel and the other one by Ken Bono, really helped that little separation in favor of Mindoro as we end the first.
And these are our trade and free agency guidelines. The top 4 teams in each division may add a maximum of 1 free agent from the current season, excluding homegrown players, unlimited trades, and unlimited players na hindi rostered in 2025. Teams ranked 5th to 8th, 2 free agents na rostered this current season. Unlimited free agents, unlimited free agents from the previous seasons, and also yung kanilang unlimited trades. 9 to 14, free for all sila to add to their roster. So, yan po ang ating free agency guidelines. Ilagan was number 9, so they can add as many as they can.
That's right.
And Mindoro at number 8, I think, last June 11.
Oh, as of that standing.
Oh, as
June
of that
11.
standing.
Alright.
So, yun ang basihan natin.
And so that pretty much now, these teams already have an idea how many, players they can get. And that's going to be interesting.
And ngayon, meron na agad ang Mindorong inad eh. Ito si Marion Magat.
Okay. And so that figures.
Hindi mo nakita kanina sa warm-up?
Hindi ko napansin. Hindi ko napansin kanina. That figures. That's why in one of the games, I saw him.
RJ Ramirez.
Oh. We gotta see what that was.
Medyo... they're gonna review this. We will wait for the judgment.
Pretty interesting.
It didn't look like there was a lot of force on that touch on Jair Oligario.
Number 1, Jair Oligario, for delaying the game.
That's why the warning, yeah.
So it's a delay of game. Jair Oligario, yung natawagan doon.
14 seconds.
14 on the shot clock. Oligario, short, rebound. Dyke inside. He's blocked. Ball is loose. Arenal comes up with it. A foul on Bienes.
No, you're not easily getting that ball against from the hands of any Ilagan Cowboy. Those guys treasure that rock. Kaya naman sa depensa, makikita mo talagang nakadiin eh.
Shot clock 14 seconds.
Arenal. Gomez gets it back.
Elevator.
They free up Oligario. Now with Arenal. 5 seconds. Arenal short. Dyke tracks it down. The kick out. Oligario for 3. Rebound secured by Joseph Sidorifa.
So far, empty shots for JR Oligario. But about yung rebounds ni Mark Dyke, ano?
Yeah,
You gotta love it if you're Coach Louis.
yeah, 2 rebounds so far, Mark Dyke. Ramirez, that's a wild pass, but it ends up with Sidorifa. The shot is short. Tapik napunta kay Sidorifa. Bono is open in the corner. Galang is free. Banks it in. A 3-ball galing kay Ethan Galang off the glass and in.
A couple of guys really on, shooting slumps, coming up with big baskets here. Jonas Tibayan and even Ethan Galang.
Magat is set to check in. And Dave Ando, Josh Giab, and Allen Mina are also checking in as the next dead ball. Bono will fire and hit again.
It's 2 out of 2 from outside.
8 points for the White Tamarao. Ken Bono, 13-point lead for the Tamaraos. Gab Gomez. Ilagan continues to struggle from beyond the arc. They've made only 2 of their 12 shots from the 3-point zone.
But they had good looks both times.
Sidorifa against Kitevis.
You gotta stay on him.
Sidorifa, the turnaround. No. Dyke. Oligario is open. A 3. He misfires.
Wow, empty threes.
Now Ilagan, 2 of 13 from beyond the arc. 2 of 14
Yeah.
from beyond the arc. 5 of 11 ang Mindoro.
After a couple of makes, it's been empty threes so far for the Cowboys.
Sidorifa. Inatrasan ang depensa ni Arenal. He'll pull the trigger. No go. That pass is too strong. That's turnover number 6 for the Cowboys.
Way ahead of that that rim run by Arenal. Earlier, Mindoro naman didn't see that mismatch with Philip Manalang checking on Ken Bono. So when Magat just gives a lot of length.
Well, kakabalik na ni
Mindoro.
Philip Manalang.
Oo.
I don't think that was Manalang.
That was the Shunky Tevis.
Oo.
Yeah.
Magat. Sidorifa. There's a switch here. Mina able to tap that ball away. Great defense by Allen Mina. Gets sloppy here. Ilagan. Naagaw. Mindoro, Sidorifa. Bienes. To Magat down low. Against Kitevis. That's Magat. That's a travel. And he stepped on the line. It's a travel there.
No whistles blown. He was guarded well by the Ilagan Cowboys that moment. No comfortable situation on those touches for Marion Maga. Yeah, you see Coach Mixon Ramos signaling the same.
Really a travel zone.
Right.
And this is something that has hounded the Cowboys since the start of the season. And mas lalo na nung, when nung nawala si Art de la Cruz, because yung mga droughts nila, the scoreless droughts have really allowed the other teams na, to gain advantage on them.
Yeah, agree. And then that really much gives them, yung kulang ng ino-offer ni Art de la Cruz, like vision on grab-and-go actions, finding open man, getting perimeter shots.
There's Art de la Cruz there on the bench. Makoy Marcos has returned. Ando, pinapahirapan ni Magat. The handoff to Mina. Sidestep, Allen Mina. No, Ando grabs the offensive rebound, and Ilagan has yet to score here in the second quarter.
That's right. Yung situation kanina when Ando has had that ball up high, that could have been Art de la Cruz. You run the offense off of him, And in all of the 10 games that he's played, it's been pretty much double digits production for Art De La Cruz. And that's what you're missing if you're the Cowboys.
Coach Louis Gonzalez wants to talk things over. Time out muna tayo. Back inside the Batangas City Sports Coliseum, Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes, Head of Security Rudy Distrito, and Head of Operations Emer Oreta in attendance. With a special deal from 1xBet, scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Meanwhile, let's go to Mika Bisamis.
Mindoro has been busy focusing on their chemistry. Hindi kasi madali when you are composed of several veterans who basically mastered their roles individually already. So, sa coaching staff pa lang nila, 3 na players, Ken, Axel, Sedorifa. So, like I said earlier, they had some activities in Mindoro recently, no? Sa jet ski competition daw, ang nanalo ay si RJ Ramirez. Sa swimming naman daw, si Bam Bam Gamalinda ang nanalo. Di daw nila akalain, napakapilis daw pala ni Kuya Bam Bam mag-swimming. Because of which, mas okay ang flow ng practices nila, no? Lalo na sa transition defense. Dati daw kasi yung mga veterano nag-aasahan sino magbabox out, sino yung outlet pass. Today, we can see improvement. 2 new things pa bukod doon, no? The addition of Magat, and just yesterday, Comboy. Wendell Comboy was proclaimed captain. Sabi ni Cap, nararamdaman ko medyo ready na kami papunta sa next round. So that's Coach Mike.
Thank you so much, Mika. They have their work cut out for them. But it's a good sign, no? Samahan na tumitibay
Oo,
para dito sa Mindoro.
totoo yun. Ako hindi ako nagugulat na pinakamabilis lumangoy si Bam Gamalinda. Alam mo kung bakit?
Bakit?
Kasi sa Beda, yung sa likod ng football field namin is the swimming pool. Malamang doon tumatambay yan. Maraming mga players nagpupunta doon. And so,
Pag nung nasa dorm siya.
oo, malapit yun doon eh.
Yung jet ski.
Mukhang-
Mukhang magaling din si si RJ Ramirez eh.
Oo,
Sanay sa jet ski.
Saka mukhang beach body to si RJ.
Allen Mina banks it in. And Ilagan finding a little flow here. 6 points in the game para kay Allen Mina. Coach Benji Todoro immediately sues for time. Play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And you like that Allen Mina, once he got that ball on that spot, really a spin and catch and shoot situation, which he's very comfortable with at that spot. And you're happy that he made it if you're a Cowboys fan.
The Cowboys return home to the Capital Arena on June 28. And mga kalaban nila ang Valenzuela City. July 4 is the Imos Grumpy Joe Brotherhood. And on July 11, the Bacolod Tubo Slashers. So, parehong pauwi itong dalawang kupunan natin. And they wanna return home na maganda ang kanilang resulta. As Gamalinda with a dipsy-do. Basket and 1.
Ibang klase yung bilis na pinakita ni ni Bam Gamalinda. Parang nasa swimming pool. Ang tulis.
The fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X-Pop Personal Karaoke Speaker. Everyday karaoke.
And Bam Gamalinda, 6 games he played. He was in double digits. His best game was a double-double against Pampanga. He was 24 points, 11 rebounds.
He's got 5 points now to si Bam Gamalinda, and it's a 13-point advantage.
At saka magkakaroon ng game na combine. Maganda yung nilalaro ni Ken Bono at saka ni Bam Gamalinda. You know, it's pretty much one of the best situations para sa Mindoro.
Kickball violation there on Josh Giab.
Pero kita mo yung ilang asul yung nakababa kagad. 5 kagad yun. No?
Yeah, but again, it's been on the other side na medyo nahihirapan dito ang Ilagan. Other side of the ball, which is sa kanilang opensa. Good cut by Axel, and he scores on the back door.
And Philip Manalang overplaying against Axel Inigo. Much to the experience of Axel, he's just going to go back door.
36-21. Manalang. Manalang gets it back. McCoy for 3. Ando tracks it down. Mintis. It's a point-blank miss para kay Dave Ando.
Oo, unchallenged na nga dun sa situation na yun.
And Gamalinda extends the lead to 17.
Ano yung last offensive set na yun for the Cowboys? Pretty much a stack action when normally you'd have Art De La Cruz facilitating when he gets the ball. Hindi nangyayari yun because of just matchup situations.
Giab is smothered and the foul on Magat.
Iba na rin yung ino-offer na length ng depensa nito ni Marion Magat.
The assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Cross-matched at that moment. Axel tried to find the big man underneath rolling. He found Bam Gamalinda.
It's a foul. It looks like Giab will take the free throws. Josh Giab at the line. Even the free throws are not going in for the Cowboys.
They've scored only 3 points this quarter so far after going 18 in the first.
And 1 of 3 so far. Free throw of the game. It's brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Split at the line for Giab. 38-22. It's a 15-4 quarter for Mindoro. And that's why we have a 16-point game. Andrews, Inigo, Comboy, Bamalinda on the floor. Together with Mike Kong. That's a 3 from Axel. Intes, Mina on the move. Go to Ando. Gomez, corner 3. Good.
Oh, it's important that they knock down that shot. Good ploy right there. Feed it out the post. Find the guy holding the corner, which happens to be Gomez.
Andrews. Gamalinda. Now with Comboy, the runner. No. Manalang with the rebound. Gomez. Waits for Manalang. Mina. Pulls the trigger. Too strong. Comboy ahead to Andrews, and he'll finish. 2 points for Ashton Andrews.
Yep. And they run off misses. Itong Mindoro Tamaraos.
Very athletic ito si Ashton Andrews.
Agree.
That ball poked away. Another turnover. It's number 10 on Ilagan.
Holding battle number 28.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
Yeah, pretty much si Ashton Andrews, hindi ka masyadong bibigyan ng puntos niyan para sa Tamaraos. Pero yung effort niyan on rebounds and assists and steals, he's actually the 4th best rebounding Mindoro. Tamarao at 4.7 rebounds per game. And so you know that athletic ability kicks in when needed for Ashton Andrews.
And Bam Gamalinda is a bucket. Is a walking bucket right now. In 9 points in the game for the veteran. Dyke. Giab. Gomez. Manalang. He'll fire a 3. Good para kay Philip. That's 4 of 18 from beyond the arc for Ilagan. First basket for Manalang. Ooh, technical foul on Andrews. They're holding on to the rim. A little life here for the Cowboys with a minute and 12 seconds left.
Yun yung pinapitan.
Oo. Hirap din kasi kung mataas ka tumalon.
Nangyayari rin sa iyo yan, no?
Hindi ko nga ginagawa eh. Kasi alam ko matitechnical, coach. Hindi ko masyadong tinusubukan eh.
So tinititigan mo na lang yung ring.
I mean, I'd rather not because kailangan ng upuan. Siguro mga ilang upuan or ladders. And ladders are not allowed when you're playing.
Yes. Fair enough. Pero Ilagan, kailangan nilang pumuntos dito. I mean, at least to, end the quarter stronger.
42 to 29. 6 of 12 shooting for Mindoro in this quarter. 2 of 14 for Ilagan.
A considerable dip in the percentage for Ilagan.
Gia pulls up. No. Offensive rebound. Fought for. It will stay with Ilagan.
Nakakakuha sila ng magandang looks. Hindi mabasket eh, no?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
12 seconds to shoot.
Inside, Dyke. That's last touch on Dyke.
And every time that ball is in the paint, Mindoro makes sure there's a second defender that helps out to rotate. Kaya ang hirap din makapunto sa loob if you're Ilagan.
Ball is loose there after Mike Kong. Comboy, too strong on the 3. Tibayan with the rebound. Inigo, quick release, and he puts it in.
Maxwell's 2 out of 4 right now from 3 and as much as 0 out of 3. Itong si Wendell Comboy. Pero okay lang. So long as the others are making those shots if you're the Tamaraws.
They go down low. Gomez gets it back. He'll fire. That's short. Comboy with the rebound. Shot clock is off. The final possession here for Mindoro. Gamalinda is fouled by Dyke.
Wow.
And nakikita mo yung experience dito ng Mindoro right now. Kung paano nila na-handle yung initial wave ng pressure galing sa Ilagan.
Kumbaga pinalampas lang eh. They just sustained it and eventually came out very composed, lalo na here in the second quarter where the shooting has been tough for Ilagan. They are getting their looks, but they're not making it. That's pretty much been the story.
Gamalinda with 10 points in the first half. Make that 11. 18-point lead for the Tamaraws. After this blistering second quarter na pinakita nila, Manalang. Three-pointer is good. It's something to be happy about. Maybe some momentum for the Cowboys going into the locker room. But as it stands, the Tamaraws in command at the moment. Philip Manalang. I think that foot was on the line.
Right, that would be a long 2. Right leg on the line, or right foot rather.
Yeah. So, is it 47 to 32? It stands right now. As Mindoro with a huge lead at the break. Only a 2-pointer. So 47 to 31. Magtatapos ang ating first half. We will be right back.
Manny Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya. That is the most spectacular spectacular one-punch set of Manny Pacquiao's incredible career. And he fights his way off and goes down again. Straight left hand for Manny. Does he have Cotto in trouble? Manny Pacquiao is a storm. Another huge left hand by Pacquiao. Punch after punch after punch. And he backs the straight left hand. And there's the punching now. Look at the brilliant accuracy of Manny Pacquiao. Landing with both right and left hand. This is why we use the word sensation.
Back at the Batangas City Coliseum for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesamis, and right now I am joined by two very special guests. Coach Anz Robles, of course, of the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys, and the very beautiful Mayora Ina Alegre Cruz of the Mindoro Tamaraos. Magandang gabi po, ma'am and sir. Sir, napag-usapan po namin ni Coach Louie kanina, no, na talagang speed ang gagamitin nyo, no, against Mindoro kasi nga mga bata kayo, no, medyo mas experienced sila. Pero so far, hindi pa natin nakukuha yon. Ano sa tingin mo, Coach, yung mga kailangan gawin in the second half?
Yun nga po, ang adjustment po namin siguro mamaya sa dugout, sipag at tiyaga talaga kasi yung sa speed, same thing din po sa kabila, mabibilis din po sila at mga veterano.
Maraming salamat, Coach. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Siyempre po, ang aming Governor Rodito Albano, siyempre ang aming Mayor J. Diaz, Team Honor, Boss J.O. Diaz, Team Managers, E.J. Diaz, Vice Mayor Jive Diaz, at ang aming Team Governors, Sir Ricky Lagi and Sir Joey Fournier.
Maraming salamat once again, Coach Anz Robles of the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Madam, good evening. Napag-usapan po namin ni Coach Benji kanina, no, na hindi tulad ng ibang mga batang teams kayo, marami kayong veterano, no, experienced players. So sabi niya, hindi na kami masyado sa skills More of yung chemistry na lang, yung pagsasama-sama ng mga talented players. At binalita nila sa akin, recently may bonding daw sa Mindoro, nagpa-swimming competition ka daw, ma'am. Ikwento mo naman.
Oo, napakaganda ng ginawa namin kasi kailangan talaga yung mga players natin, marami naging veterano ngayon, no, kasi kukunti yung bago. So kailangan mata pa lang, dapat nagkakaintindihan nila. Kaya nagpa-swimming ako kapag nakasabay sa akin. Parang ako, sila ang makasabay sa akin. No? Pag naunahan nila ako sa Pampang, so meron silang prize. Pero part ng parang katuwaan lang. Pero ang galing. Sobrang thankful ako sa players kasi talagang nandun kahit ganun yung competition, talagang ikipag-compete sila. Game na game. Ang galing. So thankful ako kay Coach Benji kasi sinadjust niya na kailangan magkaroon ng mas maganda pang camaraderie yung players natin for Mindoro Tamaraos. And hopefully mas mapaganda pa natin yung team natin.
Nakikita naman natin, ma'am, sa larong ito, so far nag-work yung chemistry na yun. Ma'am, excited tayo kasi sa Sabado pupunta tayo ng Mindoro. Imbitahan niyo po ang lahat ng fans, syempre sa Mindoro at syempre fans ng MPBL na pumunta doon at manood sa inyo, ma'am.
At wala ka. Yay! Mindoro puli tayo. Siyempre, yung Mindoro Tamaraos, abangan nyo po. Maglalaro home game natin. June 21 po sa Pola Gymnasium natin. Alam ko yung mga Mindoreño, sobrang yung fan talaga ng basketball. And thank you sa MPBL, pinayagan ulit na maglaro sa ating sa Mindoro court natin. And sana makasama ka na next time. Siyempre kay Kong Kenneth, maraming salamat sa MPBL. Kay Senator Manny, maraming salamat sa pagpayag na maglaro ulit sa Mindoro.
Ma'am, meron ka pa ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Ayan, yung mga, siyempre ating mga sponsors, gustong pasalamatan. Congressman Panaligan, Bingo Plus, Gold's Gym, and Trading Solution. Maraming salamat po. At marami pang iba na sponsors namin. Siyempre, maraming salamat kay Kian. Thank you so much sa MPBL.
Maraming salamat po. Once again, the beautiful Mayora Ina Alegre Cruz, the team owner of the Mindoro Tamaraos. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Lastimosa, foot on the line. Still no go. And Larry Rodriguez doing a terrific
What a
job.
pass.
Wow. And Tolentino with a finish. Saktong-sakto.
I don't know who that was, but it looked to be Larry Patrick Mahomes Rodriguez.
Hindi ba Tom Brady yun? What a pass.
Ang mahirap pa sa pasa na yon, got the rebound in traffic, halos malapit na siya dun sa baseline, no, sa linya ng binyan. But the look ahead sa kabilang court, and obviously yung pag-execute ng pasa.
Pinan went too early. Gives an opportunity for Batangas, but Keith Pido getting the steal. Enough time for Pasig City. 5 seconds remaining. Manalang gets it back. Warlo Batak. Tax Bindel lays it up and in to beat the buzzer.
The young Warlo Batak making the right decision, not going for the three-point shot. He knew that he had it in him to be able to beat the clock by attacking the basket and still getting a high percentage shot.
Turco, it ends up as a turnover. Takbo si Jeff Comia. Comia stays in control, and Comia with a beautiful finish.
Sometimes you think that he's already out of control, but he really is in control. Gets another wily shot right there to not just entertain the crowd here, but to also extend this Davao lead.
Ano ba yun? Semi-Smithy ba yun?
Yeah, looking one way and going the other.
Moralde misses the layup.
Trying to fish for a foul, 2-on-1 coming up.
Sumido! Oh, Lander Cannon.
Pumatay ng lamok dun sa palpal na yun. Kita mo naman yung palpal na to, determinado. Uy, back-to-back blocks yun, ha?
Oh, dalawa.
By Mr. Cannon.
Well, Cannon has had a few highlights this season. No? Yung mga palpal niya.
Forward pass Perumingan to Chauca. Back to Tricky. Behind the back. Oh, what a pass to Sam Peralta for the deuce.
Practically a give and go. Tricky Perumingan gives it up to Val Chauca, then gets it back, and then another pass, a spectacular one behind the back to Sam Peralta.
Thompson as well.
Sa laki ni Camson, no? Oftentimes he would expect a strong finish. That time, little finesse.
Caballero finds Camson! Basket and one. What a pass from Caballero to Eric Camson. Terrific finish galing kay Eric
So,
Camson.
itong kombinasyon na to by Keanu and Eric ngayong gabi has been really effective.
Just went through it. The defense. Oh,
What a shot to beat the buzzer. How about that from Kit Jimenez?
Kit Jimenez already with a bunch of points in this game. Still 3 seconds. That definitely is gonna count para kay Kit Jimenez.
John Fa with a steal. 8 minutes left. John Fa switching hands in midair and now has established his new career high of 26 points.
Determined, this kid, he will move heaven and earth just to try and carry his team. After that missed basket, you get the stop again, but now it's back to a 60-point lead.
Wow! Where did that come from? Lawrence Paul Victoria gliding, hanging, and finishing. Look
Wow.
at this move.
Woo-wee! Me, oh my! Lawrence Paul Victoria.
Yan ang inaabangan ng mga tao dito.
Nabuhay ang Pasay Astrodome.
Castro with the ball. 4-second differential. Game clock and shot clock. Cuevas drives. It's short. Osicos to Espiritu. And Bulacan with a chance to win this game. Sumido. 5 seconds. JR Sumido with a runner. Oh! JR Sumido with a basket to give Bulacan the lead and possibly their first win of the season.
Kakaiba yung tapang na pinakita ni JR Sumideron. But this running shot, momentum carrying him to the left side, could be the possible game winner.
Big time plays from the Kuyas here down the stretch. Halftime here at the Batangas City Sports Coliseum. The Mindoro Tamaraws with a 15-point lead against the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. And it's all about shot making in this encounter, Coach Mike, because Mindoro's dead shots have been on target in the first half, and kitang-kita yan because Ilagan had great looks, fantastic looks, but they just could not convert. And Mindoro on the other hand, you know, parang on point lahat, halos lahat ng kanilang players.
Oh, maganda yung mga situations na nami-make nitong Mindoro. Maganda rin yung yung open looks pero hindi nako-convert nitong Ilagan Cowboys, and I think that's very important for them. They were able to force 6 turnovers but they only got 5 points out of it. You'd like to think mas maganda yung kanilang performance dyan, pero 11 turnovers of 11 points nakuha ng Mindoro. That's pretty huge if you're the Cowboys.
Gamalinda and Inigo, those are really good shot makers right there. Among the best in the league, and the Cowboys on the other hand, led by Manalang and Mina with 6 points apiece. And they need to claw their way back here in this ball game. So
We have a correction.
I
The
think
last
they
three-point
will,
conversion of Philip Manalang before the end of
they
the
will
second quarter was only
make
a
it a
two-point basket.
47-31 game. That three-pointer from Philip Manalang is a two-pointer because his foot was on the line.
Yeah, that right foot came on the line, and so that'll count just for a couple of points.
And we begin the third period. Gab Gomez, Joshua Ramirez, Mark Dyke, Ryan Arenal, and Sean Kitevis ang lima para sa Cowboys. Gomez, Kitevis, Ramirez, back to Kitevis. Ramirez, a three, off the mark. Kitevis with the rebound. Ramirez will try again. In and out this time. Comboy with a rebound, and it's off to RJ Ramirez.
Pag tinignan mo yung mga unang dalawang attempts na yun, the first one was a little bit hurried. The other one's pretty much relaxed, pero hindi talaga pumapasok.
Sidorifa. There's the switch. Tibayan will attack the defense. Blocked by Arenal. Trying to flip it up and in. Ramirez misses the layup. They go outside to Comboy. Ino, that's a tough runner. And the Cowboys get a stop. Ramirez, atake. No good on the layup. Kitevis. Gomez, a three. Still no go.
4 very makeable shots for the Cowboys.
Last touch ni Sidorifa, but Coach Benji Tudoro will challenge this.
The thing is, the Cowboys did their thing on the defensive side of the floor. Walang komportabling na itira yung Mindoro, di ba?
Yeah.
Very makeable shots on their end.
A challenge here by Coach Benji. The original decision is Ilagan ball. We will be right back.
The review for the challenge was inconclusive and it has been nullified. We will stand on the last call. Ilagan Isabela basketball.
Inconclusive ang challenge na yun, so it's been nullified. But the call will stay. 14 seconds. And the shot clock. Dyke against Bienes. Ramirez. Gomez, down low to Dyke. Spins inside, a foul on Tibayan as Dyke will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Well executed baseline out of bounds.
They were patient there.
Yeah,
the
very
Cowboys.
patient. That's right. Kaya maganda yung pagkaka-execute. Even at that point of Mark Dyke getting that ball underneath, he knew that the defender was able to rotate on him, and so he had to make a move going middle. It's one of my favorite baseline out of bounds play, actually. Ball up top, you know, inbound the corner, exits. Then you get a big man rolling.
67 to 34, 33 rather. 47 to 33, 14 points ang lamang. Sidorifa. It's a was that a 5-second? Hindi umabot.
No, I didn't get it. Hindi umabot. Both tapped from behind.
Ramirez. Back out to Comboy. Drives right. Short on the layup. Gab Gomez. Inside to Arenal. Ball poked away by Tibayan.
Hanggang ngayon, wala pang komportableng na ititira ang Mindoro.
Yeah, but another turnover. That's number 12
That's right.
for Ilagan. Ramirez drives. Uses the left hand. That won't work. Gomez on the move. Gab, the push shot. No. Arenal. It ends up with Comboy. Takbo si RJ. And Ramirez will lay it in.
The first easy shot attempt for the Tamaraws. I felt Gab was rushing it, yung push shot niya kanina, no?
Oo. Kitevis, 9 seconds. 3 seconds. Gomez has the fire. That won't get there in time. Coach Lou is searching for answers here. This is the fast break of the game. Brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig free installation for split type air conditioners.
And that layup, pretty much the easiest basket ever for this quarter para dito sa Tamaraws, only because there was not a defender right in front of him, as Mark Dyke was really left on the shoulder side of RJ on that drive.
Ramirez gets away, goes to Sidorifa, a 3. No. Manalang. Kitevis in the lane. No. Dyke, put back.
Good put back by Mark Dyke.
Oh, ball poked away by Dyke. Arenal. Dyke wants it. Masyado malakas ang pasa.
Dyke was actually thinking na titira na si Arenal, no? He was getting ready for an offensive rebound.
Yeah, and again, you talk about getting their chances. They are getting their chances itong Ilagan. It's just that hindi na sila makakonvert.
Agree. Gumagana yung depensa, yung shot making ang hindi.
Yeah. And there are a bunch of shot makers here for Mindoro.
That's right.
Bono throws the ball against Ando. The white Tamarao.
Baseline.
There's a double team. He's in trouble. 1 second on the shot clock.
Again, another good stop by Ilagan.
1 second on the shot clock. 1 second to shoot.
You're down 14, you gotta make shots.
Comboy, 3, no. Dyke will fire. Good.
A little 5-point run here by Mark Dyke.
That's 10 points for Mark Dyke. First player in double figures for the Cowboys. Ramirez able to get away. And a foul on Ando. Kanina pa ina-atake ni RJ Ramirez ang press.
Oh,
Yeah, he's very capable of beating the press.
that's right. And he's been overplayed aggressively. That time, good shot by Mark Dyke. You want to draw out Ken Bono, try and defend that. But to your point, si RJ has really been attacking lalo na open floor, ano? Makes it a foot race.
RJ Ramirez, the former Batangas City Tanduay Rum Master. 50-38, 12-point lead for the Tamaraws. 2 for 2 for RJ.
And definitely a score 4 times this season. He went double digits. 12 against San Juan, 14 against Pampanga, 12 against Marikina, and 12 against Sarangani. You know this guy can score.
Like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Kid Teves leaves it short. Foul away from the ball. Joshua Ramirez and Ray Bienes.
His first personal second team foul.
And here comes Axel Inigo, another one of those shot makers for the Tamaraws.
And so now Mindoro has a couple of players that had multiple threes in the first half. Ken Bono and Axel Inigo both made a couple.
RJ, jumper money para kay Ramirez.
Smooth move by RJ Ramirez right there. Little jab ending up with a couple dribbles on a pull-up.
Dyke inside the paint, and Mark Dyke powering through. He is keeping the Cowboys alive here. Bienes pulls up, no good. Dyke secures the rebound. Next rebound, number 9 for Mark Dyke.
Yeah, just being a workhorse.
Ando inside. It's a quick 4-0 run for the Cowboys, and they are within 11 halfway through this third quarter. Medyo bumibilis ang laro dito for Ilagan, and they're able to counter against Mindoro.
Yeah, this might just be the biggest scoring run so far in this game. I think that was 7 points in a row. Good run by the Cowboys.
That's our Gixxer fan of the game. Born for greatness. Suki natin yan. Si fans of Ethan Galang. We are back dito sa Batangas City Sports Coliseum. Let's give a quick shout out dun sa mga taga-Ilagan. Pero bago yan, yan yung po yung performance ni Mark Dyke last game. 23 points and 13 rebounds. Nice confidence boost para sa kanya. Nakita natin, nadala niya sa laron to ang kanyang magandang performance na yun the last time. 12 points so far to go with those 9 rebounds para kay Mark Dyke.
I'm really just staying active here sa third quarter. Ang ganda ng pinapakita niya, both ends, rebounds and scoring.
And gets a much needed breather. Look at the lineup here being put out by Coach Louie. Only Ando, yung big man niya dito. Si Dorifa. Kay Bambam Gamalinda. One-on-one. Gamalinda. There's a switch. Shot clock down to 1. Bono. No. Andrews with the offensive rebound. Ashton Andrews, tough shot, in and out, and in again.
Ibang klase yung tinira na yun ni Ashton Andrews. Able to secure the offensive rebound and attacking the middle lane.
6 na puntos na para kay Ashton Andrews. Ando. McCoy inside, he gets smothered. Is there a foul?
And Axel's pointing to his chin. Mukhang tinamaan that sa on that move by McCoy.
This is the Gigster great move of the game, born for greatness.
Get it right in the middle.
Oh, parang may konting pectus pa dun.
So far, ginagawa nitong Mindoro every time na may opportunity umiscore sa ilalim. Dalawang tao kagad naka-defend.
So 2 free throws. That took a while. That took a while for the call to be made. Nakoy Marcos at the line. Free throw of the game brought to you by Extreme Appliances ang subok at kompleto appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Free throw shooting. Ilagan 5 of 8 so far. McCoy 0 for 2.
Gotta make your free throws.
4 na minuto natitira dito sa ating third quarter. 13 points ang lamang ng Mindoro. Si Dorifa bigay kay Gamalinda. Sa gitna, binabantay ni Marcos. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Inigo. Bono for 3. Too strong. Si Dorifa, the offensive rebound. Turnaround shot is good. Para kay Joseph Sidorifa.
Oh, try offensive rebounding eh. You gotta box out.
Manalang for 3. Short rebound, Bono. Bigay agad kay Axel Inigo.
Watch out for Ken.
Yeah, Bono will try again. Short that time. A double foul on Ramirez and Sidorifa. And clearly possession was going to Ilagan there. So pakuha na ni Manalang yung rebound.
At saka I understand the Cowboys kung bakit ganun sila ka-aggressive pag nakatira na itong Mindoro because they really want to secure the defensive rebound to finish off their defense. And I'm sure very clear yan sa instructions ni Coach Louie.
In possession, looks like it's possession with Mindoro.
It'll
After
stay.
that, double
Yeah.
foul on Ramirez and Sidorifa. And jump ball. So arrow pointing Mindoro.
Foul between number 17 of Mindoro, Joseph Sidoripa is first, and number 8 of Ilagan, Isabela, is second, resulting in a jump on possession arrow points. The Mindoro Tamaros.
Richard Carpio, the substitute referee, coming in
Referee substitution.
para kay Edwin Bubos.
Alan Mina comes in for Makoy Marcos.
And Mark Dyke, binalik na. Alan Mina is back as well.
14 to shoot.
Allen's got 6 points so far, but he's all out of 3 from the three-point area.
Sidorifa. Gamalinda. In and out. Rebound ni Mina. Allen looks ahead. Bigay kay Philip. Gomez sa corner. Mina. Finds Gab Gomez. A 3 for Gab, but he knocks it down.
Damn, that looked good of that curl action from the wing area. Perfect pass. Good shot.
57 to 45. Lead is down to 12. Sidorifa against Gab Gomez. Joseph loses the handle. Recovered by Bono. Fast break para kay Mark Dyke. Nandun si Sidorifa. No. Gomez. Follow-up. Still no good.
Close attempts missed.
Gamalinda. Yes. Off the glass and in.
You miss a close attempt. You got a cross match the other way. Advantage Mindoro.
That's a 4-point swing. Mina, another 3.
First made 3 so far for Allen Mina this game. He's 1 out of 4.
9 points para kay Allen Mina. That's the most open look that he's had tonight so far.
So almost every game nagbibigay yan ng isang 3-point make si Allen Mina.
Pride of Aguilian Isabela. Inigo against Manala. Gamalinda, open. No. Ando secures the rebound. Quickly to Philip Manalang. Dyke. Mina is open again. Takes his time, fires off the mark.
Another good look missed by the Cowboys.
Inigo, that's a tough shot in traffic. Manalang. Layup is good. Good response. Para kay Philip Manalang, 61-50. Off a made basket at that. 7 points for Philip.
And Cowboys hanging closer here. Need to stop and then score the other end.
Nababa lang sa sa single digits ang lamang. Inigo. No. Sedorifa with the putback.
Well, offensive rebounding has been one of the facets of the game that Cowboys got to check on.
7 puntos na para kay Joseph Sedorifa. Gomez goes down.
We will have a review on the last play.
The play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Cross dribble right there to create that space and that finish. Pero hindi madali yung finish na yun para kay Axel.
Now Gomez still down on the floor, holding on to his midsection.
And he hasn't shot the ball well. Si Gab had 4 points in the first quarter, first half rather.
No, and sportsmanlike foul on Sidorifa.
Upon review, it was an unsportsmanlike foul on number 6, Bam Bam Gamalinda.
Oh no, it's on Bam Bam Gamalinda. Check that.
First foul on Bam Bam Gamalinda, and that is the 14th foul.
Gomez will get 2 free throws. Tingnan natin yung nangyari dito. Yun.
Mario Maga for Ken Bono.
The extension of the right elbow.
Brian Arenal for Dave Ando.
As Gab was going to that weak side.
2 free throws, Ken Gomez.
So it's the line and the ball that they'll get right now.
Gomez nails the first free throw. Bigyan natin ng quick shout out si Isabela Governor Rodito Albano, Ilagan Mayor J. Diaz, Vice Mayor J. Diaz, Board Member Doc E.J. Diaz, syempre yung team owner ng Cowboys, Boss J.O. Diaz, Boss Ricky Lagi, the GSO of Ilagan, and Boss Joey Fournier.
14 seconds.
Babalik ang MPBL sa Ilagan on June 28.
And the Whiskey Fam.
Whiskey Farm pala. Nanonood din. Crucial possession here for the Cowboys. Gomez. He'll fire a 3. That's an air ball. Sedorifa. Inigo now with Gamalinda. 5 seconds. You have to go here. Comboy. Oh! Foul!
Wow. That was ticking.
Oo.
So ayan, they would have gotten a good stop.
With 4/10 of a second remaining.
3 free throws, Ino Comboy.
Ino Comboy at the line. Mintis ang una. 13.3 points per game this season si Ino Comboy. He is their leading scorer. Oh, 0 for 2.
He's #1 in scoring, assists, steals.
One for 3. Still a 12-point advantage. Dyke. Desperation heave, and that will do it. 3 quarters down dito sa Batangas City. And it's still Mindoro in the lead. 64-52. Highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. And it's close to a similar story in the first half where Ilagan got plenty of opportunities, but this time medyo nakaka-convert sila compared to dun sa unang dalawang quarters natin.
Oh, lalo na yung mid ng third quarter when Mark Dyke led them in scoring. But again, yung composure ng Mindoro Tamaraws giving them this lead still in the third quarter.
64-52 as we go into the fourth and final period. Fourth quarter coming up dito sa ating laban between the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys and the Mindoro Tamaraws. Ilagan pretty much trailing since the first period. Alan Mina, the off-balance shot, no good. Dyke, fight for the loose ball. Dyke with the steal. Manalang has it. Labas kay Gab Gomez, a three. Yes! And it's down to 9. Yung lamang dito ng Mindoro. Officials timeout.
What a way to start the quarter. For Gab Gomez to knock down that three. So far, he's been the hottest hand from the outside. And, you know, you need that kind of guy if you're the Cowboys. All those open looks that you saw earlier. The hope is you'll knock them down this time, this crucial fourth.
There is an official's timeout here. Cowboys making a little headway here sa ating second half. And bigay muna natin ang ating fan of the game, brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Coach.
Umaulan pa naman sa labas.
Oo, malamig pa naman ang panahon.
Oh, ang sarap mag-glow nito.
Emer Oreta, Head of Operations, or Head of Security, Rudy Distrito. Sarap ng kain nila ng mani, no?
Oo nga.
And talk about the Cowboys here and how they're missing. You know, if it was just any other player, I don't think ganito kahirap for Ilagan, but it's their leading rebounder and their leading scorer in Art de la Cruz, who is still sidelined at the moment. And looks like we will go into a break right now. Magbabalik kami. The Mindoro Tamaraws take on the Muntinlupa Cagers at home in Pola. June 21, Sabado yan, ang laban na yan. June 26, makakalaban nila yung Bulacan Kuyas. July 7, Yung next game nila, Quezon City Galleries, Taipan. Right now, it's a 9-point advantage for Mindoro. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
They go back to that full court press to try and delay yung setup nitong Mindoro.
Ramirez pinapahirapan. He was able to release the ball to Gamalinda. Inigo. Magat. That's it to RJ. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Gamalinda has to shoot. Bam Bam. Magat with the extra possession para dito sa Mindoro. Another offensive rebound for the Tamaraws. That's 13 offensive rebounds. That's an offensive foul on RJ.
And you gotta box out defensively. Thankfully for the Cowboys, natawagan ng foul si RJ.
Mina, Manalang, Dyke, Gomez, and Arenal for Ilagan, Isabela. Dyke. Ryan Arenal now with Philip Manalang. Arenal, down low they go. Dyke against Gamalinda. Arenal, Philip, Mina, open. That's a 3. And that won't go. Manalang with the steal. Oh, what a pass! Dyke is blocked. Arenal, the putback is good. It's a 7-point game.
Ganda ng pasa na yun ni Philip.
That's a wraparound special. Comboy, a 3. A big one.
Oh, wow, and just when you thought you've already held Comboy 0 out of 3 shooting in the first half, he knocks down a 3 in the fourth.
It's back to 10 ang lamang. Dyke takes the jumper. No.
It's a hit on the head.
Yeah. Loose ball foul on Arenal. This is a 3-point shot of the game brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. That's a big shot galing sa kapitan ng Mindoro Tamaraws.
He's their best 3-point shooting guy.
Giab has returned. Pinahinga muna si Dyke. Comboy fires, no. Manalang with the rebound. Takbo ang Ilagan. Ramirez drives baseline. Corner 3. Gomez, no. And Comboy will slow things down. Bigay agad kay RJ Ramirez.
Mindoro was holding their breath. That was an open look for Gab. Corner. Baseline drive, baseline drift situation. Gab was pretty much free.
And Mark Dyke, only a quick rest para sa kanya. Just a reminder, no Art de la Cruz. Sedorifa airballs the 3. Comboy, the save to Gamalinda. The spin. Corner 3. Yes! Comboy with 2 big triples here in the fourth. He's got 9 points tonight.
And Ramirez was scrambling for that rebound, but boy, they found Comboy in the corner again.
It's a block from Magat. Sedorifa, layup won't go. Gomez, binigay kay Manalang. Giab attacks the sidestep and the finish galing kay Josh Giab. 11-point lead still para sa Mindoro.
A series of stops and a series of scoring, that's what they need.
And RJ attacking the defense.
Kanina pa niya ginagawa yun no?
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Good ball fake by Josh Giab, making that defense think he was going to feed off Mark, but eventually finishing. But again, si RJ, every time hindi nakaset up yung depensa, aatakihin yung paint eh.
Looks like there will be a warning here. Ooh.
What was that?
Double, is it a double technical?
Yeah, it is. That's what they're signaling.
It's a double technical foul
On.
between number 18, Philip Manalang, is second, and number 24, Ashton Andrews, for verbal altercation.
So both guys get a technical.
Andrews
Yes.
has committed 2 technical fouls. Ashton Andrews is out of the playing court.
Wow. And that's his second.
They had a technical earlier on that when he hung on the rim.
Oo. Pangalawa na yan.
And he's out.
And Ethan Galang has been called up from the bench.
Oh, that's not a bad sub. You get Ethan Galang inside to replace Ashton Andrews. Lalim rin talaga ng Mindoro. And they have steady scorers as well.
Oo. And yun nga yung sinasabi natin kanina, when they click all together, ang hirap talunin ito ng Mindoro. Kahit yung mga... Remember, this is a team that beat Zamboanga
Yes.
as well. And they had a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. RJ goes 2 for 2. And Mika Abisamis has an update for us.
Even with this situation, you would see a level-headed Coach Louie in the huddle, giving courage and support to these Cowboys. But we also talked about this as everybody is talking about the next round. I talked to Coach Louie about the need for Arth de la Cruz, and he said, Mika, the system of this team is built on togetherness. Much appreciated ang presence ni Arth, but I am seeing kahit papano that the boys have understood that they need to work for each other. Special mention kay Giab and Dyke sa game na to. Sabi niya, Josh is best as his role, yung adaptation niya sa situation, si Mark din. But so far, this is a good test for them, playing against big people, literally Ken Bono, Magat. He said, I like this challenge, Mika, for us. We will work around this eventually. Sa Delph, Coach Mike.
Thank you so much. And Coach Louie wants to talk things over. We have a timeout. Magbabalik kami. Back inside Batangas City Sports Coliseum. 6 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in this matchup between Ilagan, Isabela, and Mindoro. Mindoro ahead by 13. Olegario from the corner, no good. Dyke inside. The kick out to RJ, that's Josh Ramirez. That's last touch on Magat. Wow, 2 missed triples there.
And those are set plays for Olegario, especially that corner 3. They haven't gotten anything since the start of the game.
Dyke will try, and it's good. Para kay Mark Dyke, 15 points. Galang ang magbababa ng bola. He'll go all the way and lay it in.
Well, you thought you lost Ashton Andrews, but you still have Ethan Galang.
Giab, and he scores on the reverse. You get a feeling na kahit ang 10 puntos na kalamangan when we play Ilagan,
Hindi safe.
Hindi safe eh.
He's safe, right?
Because they scramble and they fight for every possession.
There you go. I mean, they make a 3 here. This is just a 7-point game.
The play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Dire-diretso si Ethan Galang doon. Kiteves is in for Olegario, who has struggled in this ball game. Galang comes up with the steal. Ahead to Ramirez. It's a 2-on-1. Blocked by SQ. Magat. Sidorifa. Axel says, calm down.
Yeah.
5 minutes remaining. Inigo goes to Galang. A 3. Good! Every time the Cowboys threaten, may sagot lagi.
Oo, tsaka pangalawang diretsong 3 points na yan na tinira niya na pumasok. Philip Manalang knocks one down too.
It's back to 10. And Manalang has 10 points in the game. Really, these two teams testing each other's resolve. Kung hanggang saan. Inigo. 10 seconds to work with. Sidorifa is open. No. Galang taps it to himself. Axel a 3. No. Ramirez with a rebound.
Wow.
And the foul on Joshua Ramirez.
That's offensive rebound number 18. Para dito sa Mindoro.
Number 8, Joshua Ramirez penalty.
Nakikita mo, pag nagsiset up ang Mindoro, very methodical sila, no? Pagdating dyan.
Oh, and because it's not hurried, they get good position dun sa kanilang offensive rebounds.
And very calmly they get into those situations and reads, and so hindi namamadali yung kanilang decision making.
And RJ rattles that one home. Marina Alegre Cruz enjoying the action dito. RJ Ramirez, solid game as well. 13 points and 5 boards. Extends the lead to 12.
And he's done so well in the perimeter. That's where he's hurt his yung mga kalaban and helped his team. Good setup.
Gomez, a 3, in and out. Tapik. Save to Dyke. Gomez, another 3. It's off the mark.
Too strong attempts for Gab, but he is getting his looks. Set him up with that elevator one side. They got the offensive rebound, kick it back to him. Still couldn't make it.
Inigo, no. Agawan sa rebound. It ends up with Giab. Manalang will push. 3 minutes remaining. Gomez, a 3 again. Giab, the rebound. Strip. It will stay with the Cowboys.
Nakakakuha rin ng offensive rebound ang Cowboys pero hindi ma-convert to second chance points. Very close second chance points difference. This is just a 4-point advantage for Mindoro.
There's a whistle going against Mindoro.
Holding foul on number 16, RJ Ramirez's third foul. 13 foul.
There's a big-time struggles here for the Cowboys and their shooters.
Timeout, Ilagan,
Coach.
Isabela Cowboys.
Looks like Coach Louie has asked for a timeout. It's his second to the last timeout. 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. We'll be right back. Batangas City, Tandoy Rum Masters waiting in the wings. They faced the Valenzuela City Magic in our last game. Dito sa Batangas City Sports Coliseum. We still have 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in this matchup between the Cowboys and the Tamaraws. Gomez, bounce pass inside. Kiteves, too strong. And again, that was a great play na hindi natapos.
Yes. A lot of ball and man movement. Couldn't finish it with the basket.
It's the story of the game for the Cowboys. 2 minutes and 40 remaining here. Inigo, jumper, short, rebound, Manalang. Gomez to Kiteves. Inigo fouls him. 2 minutes and 28 remaining. 2 free throws para kay Sean Kiteves.
Tsaka kahit nasa situation na they have the numbers advantage already in open floor, di pa rin talaga make it.
All about game management now. If you're Mindoro, Kiteves gets the first one to drop.
Which I feel parang a couple of minutes ago, nagsimula na sila. They try use a lot of clock, set up their offense before they actually attack.
Two for two for SQ.
Just they trail, they only trail by 10. And this is Ilagan. Alam mo kayang balikan no?
Oo.
So hindi ka pa rin talaga makakampante if you're the Tamaraws.
Oh. It's Ilagan ball.
There you go.
Turnover forced.
These guys have never been blown out in a game. Itong Ilagan na to.
Except for that game against...
Quezon.
Oh, no. It's last touchdown ni Philip Manalang. So yun yung turo. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it stays.
Okay, it is Ilagan ball. Sorry. Medyo confusing yung
Signals.
Oo. Giab. Lead by 10 here, Mindoro, but Ilagan on the attack. Manalang. Scoop play up. Wild. And Mindoro gets the stop.
Tough shot for Philip. Now they manage the clock.
Comboy. 5 seconds. Takes the three. Yes! Comboy. Big time basket again. 12 puntos na para kay Ino Comboy. Manalang. Foul on Sidorifa. That will send Giab to the line. That has been the difference in this game. Shot making for Mindoro and the misses for Ilagan.
Let alone yung composure. Nakita mo, kalmado able to sustain runs and really just having more scorers para dito sa Tamaraws. They did have definitely the looks para dito sa Cowboys, but it's a matter of finishes.
Well, certainly they're gonna look at the window here. The free agency. Maybe they can find an answer there for the Cowboys. Giab, 2 for 2. It's down to 11, a minute and 41 remaining. Pero dyan lang din naglaro yung lamang 9. The lowest they got, closest they got was within 8 kanina.
Right.
And then the 2 3-pointers from Comboy.
And they were down by as much as 18. And they were able to manage it. Pero talagang hindi makabasket
Oo.
There were parts of the game when you felt it was going to be a run. Pero hindi makaka-score. 3 points sila Comboy.
Sidorifa misses. Dyke with a rebound. Dyke finds Giab underneath. And Josh Giab puts it in. It's down to 9, the lead. Comboy in trouble. Gets it across to Ramirez. 82 to 73. RJ drives left. Short on the layup. Ang tapik ends up with Ethan Galang. A foul And Josh Giab.
Got hit on the face. Sa mata yata, tinamaan si Ethan.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And in those situations, you'd like to think sana sunod-sunod para dito sa Cowboys, but should find between.
At the line for two, Ethan Kalam.
An 84-73. Cowboys sue for time, down 11 dito sa ating fourth quarter. 49.3 seconds remaining. We'll be right back. We have 49.3 seconds left here. Mindoro ahead by 11. No timeouts left for Ilag. Penalty na yung parehong kupunan. Gomez. Gets it to Giab. Dyke is open. He gets the 2 points.
When they go back after this game, as they try and of course review what happened in this game, I'm sure they're gonna look at shot making. They did get their volume attempts, their usual volume attempts, but it's the makes really that's been the difference.
No. We gotta get the looks were there. You know, yung mga tira opportunities were all there. But yun na nga, you know, they weren't able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Tsaka as early as the first quarter, nandun yung mga looks eh. Hindi lang ma-convert.
86-77. It looks like the Mindoro Tamaraws will improve to 9-8 for the season. They beat the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys by 9, 86-77. A solid debut para kay Marion Magat. Ino Comboy came up big in the fourth quarter with 3 triples. You know, Ken Bono had his moments in this game as well. The White Tamaraw. And Axel Inigo also had a stellar performance. 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. But our best player of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. We give the best player of the game to the guy who seems to be always under control kahit anong pressure na binigay sa kanila ng Cowboys. RJ Ramirez.
Agree. He had 4 points at the half, but those 10 points here in the second half really proved to be, indicative of how the result is gonna be para dito sa Mindoro.
So 14 points para kay RJ Ramirez to go with 6 rebounds. Mika Abisamis, take it away.
Maraming salamat. Congratulations, RJ. You guys played with really young boys today, but you're able to keep up. I saw you fell earlier on your knee. How was that?
I'm good.
Okay, so how were you able to keep up with the young boys? You know, at the start, I was talking to Coach and he said, sana makahabol yung mga veterano sa mga bata na Ilagan Cowboys.
I think our coaches did a good job of adjusting because we know that they're a fast-paced team, so he put faster guards, faster players in, and we did a good job today, so credits to the guys.
I know that you guys have been working on your chemistry. No, you've had a lot of activities in Mindoro. You've had some water sports, jet ski. What do you think improved in your game today after all of that bonding together?
I think we're out there trusting each other, and it's just free will basketball, and yeah, we just complement each other very well. We communicate well, and just stay glued together. That's all.
Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for the win. I'd like to thank our boss, Mayor Ina, for her loving and support. And shout out to my wife and my family back home, si Ayed and si Mia, and my grandparents in Cavite, and my brother and dad back home in Canada, and all my supporters. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, RJ Ramirez. This Play of the Game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. That's Coach Mike.
Thank you so much, Mika. Congratulations, RJ Ramirez, on the victory and the impressive performance against the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Up next, Valenzuela City Magic laban sa Batangas City Tanduay Rom Masters. Dito lang yan sa Batangas City Coliseum. We'll be right back for that matchup.